Welcome back to another video. Today we've got a This Week at Bungie, so I'm just going to get going through it. So basically, Bungie has been took over by Sony, and this was being published. So Destiny 2 stays on all current platforms and expands to new ones. Bungie contains full creative control and publishing independence of the Destiny universe, and every player has the same Destiny experience no matter where you play, which is good because I don't have a PS, so if they did decide to go exclusive, it wouldn't end well for me. So anyway, keep on going. 1 million pre-orders have happened for the Witch Queen so far, and we've still got about, I don't know, like 15, 17 days now. There was this trailer about the exotic weapons, which I already did a video on, so I'll link that one in the description. In the early Witch Queen campaign, you'll be given an introductory quest which runs you through the ins and outs of crafting. The first and second missions of the Witch Queen are free to all players. Guardians will uncover the deep sight ability and be introduced to the Enclave, which is this. I'm not gonna lie, it looks fucking sick. We've got the 3 glaives. This is where you'll shape your first glaive, a brand new weapon archetype introduced in the Witch Queen. All of the necessary materials will be provided for you during your first crafting, but you'll also be given a short tutorial on how to use those materials for future crafting. A subset of weapons and archetypes will be craftable from the start, but more added in future. Okay, now this is like the look of it, and it looks sick. So in order to do your future tools of destruction, you'll need a bit of research first. So patterns are your first requirement. Some will be attained through quest completion, others by completing various gameplay objectives. Once you've got your desired pattern, it can be crafted at any time with the required materials. Now it's all about the mixings. So it's like, come to pass is now a solar primary altar rifle. So that's quite nice. This looks sick. Like the new armor. What does that red thing mean? That's one thing. New ghost, the seasonal artifact. Jesus Christ. After reaching the Enclave and crafting your first glaive, randomly rolled weapons throughout the game have the chance to drop with a new ability, Deep Sight Resonance. This will be used as you continue to track specific traits to craft. Example, if you want a Deep Sight Resonance auto rifle with a Rampage perk, you can complete an objective and extract the essence of the perk to craft a weapon with Rampage or other perk that increases damage. Yeah, so this is Deep Sight Resonance armor weapons. So Forensics Nightmare submachine gun. The Come to Pass auto rifle. Is that the same one I was up here? Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit tired. Like current weapons, not every pattern will be compatible with every trait, but you'll have a good list of traits to mix and match as you customize the given weapon to desired specification. It doesn't stop there though. Through the Enclave, you'll also be able to kick things up a notch and enhance your strength enhance your traits to strengthen their flavour. Once a weapon is crafted, Guardians may begin to increase its level using activities by defeating enemies. This is where the bulk of your crafting playtime will be. The more you use your weapons, the faster they unlock its full potential. Enhanced stats and traits can be unlocked when reaching higher levels, granting slight bonuses to weapons capabilities. Our goal for this system is to give players a reason. Okay, so we got new things like resonant alloys. To invest in a weapon far beyond what masterworking could offer in the past. Each weapon can unlock to the long-tail pursuit to look like your freshly crafted weapon can be the best as it can be. This is like shape reshape. Oh, that's sick. It can be intimidating to start your decisions on how to first build your weapon, so we are giving you the ability to reshape your crafted weapons in the Enclave if you want to mix up the components of the weapon after you finish crafting them. You can switch up barrels, mags, or traits you choose, so you don't feel like you're locked down one path forever. It looks sick. I'm not even halfway through the twab. Jesus Christ, it was so much. As Guardians begin to embrace this new system, you'll see new legends rise. Some will prefer Hake, others Foundries, some may dabble in weapons from Redacted, so it's a new Foundry, which we're excited to see what happens. Mementos. Okay, now this actually seems pretty cool. While the majority of your crafting experience will be dedicated to mixing, matching, enhancing traits, there is also an opportunity for a bit of customization when it comes to appearances and activity-specific trackers. At launch, one weapon memento will be available to level up for Gambit, unlocking a Gambit-themed appearance and tracker. Rank up your weapon to max level, head to the Enclave, apply your freshly earned momentum for some sleep flair. More of these will come online for Trials of Osiris, Grandmaster Nightfalls, We have more plans from Mentos down the line, and are excited to introduce new end-game rarity cosmetic for players to chase as they build a new arsenal of weaponry. Legendary weapons are now the only thing to be able to craft. The new upcoming Austria Striga SMG and the 3 unique exotic class glaives will be crafted for the Enclave once you find the respective patterns, of course. I'm fucking up my reading here. While legendary weapons can be crafted from the ground up, exotic building is more about fine-tuning something with a defined identity. You may have the opportunity to customize things like barrels or stocks while preserving the exotic look and feel. Looking the longer range profile on your weapon, or opting to shroud for your enemies up close and personal. With the Enclave, you can do that. Now, honestly, so far this TWAB has been like top 10 of all time for me. It's actually sick. Oh, okay. There's a lot of tuning. Okay, so pursuit weapon. So like, the intent of season 12 was the pursuit weapon should be 70% of the god roll in its archetype. Work well in PvP and PvE. So it's like everything. So it's like everything except for salvagers, of course, because it kind of broke the guideline. So it's like the adored was good, but those other ones better. Basically that. Okay, so with that, let's look at the season 16. The reckless endangerment pursuit shotgun, steady hand perk, snapshot. Look at this, it's quite nice. We've been talking about difficulty making some weapons type feel unique for years at this point, and which kind of doing something. It's like, okay, 14 origin traits. 16 set 3 new one for each season. 1 for the raid, 1 for the dungeon, 1 for a seasonal event until we have 1 for each event. So it's like Trials of Osiris, Alarcity. Increase reloads, stability, aim assist, and range when the last living member of your fire team are running solo. You get plus 20 recall, plus 20 stability, plus 10 aim assist, and plus 10 range. Solo includes solo lost sectors and rumble, for example. This is kind of overpowered. Nightfall strikes. Stunning recovery. Stunning a champion partially refills your magazines, triggers health regeneration, and improves recovery for a short duration. It grants 60 health instantly and plus 40 recovery for 3 seconds. One quiet moment grants reload speed when out of combat, 40 plus reload speed when out of combat, hasn't dealt or deal damage in 40 seconds, kind of overpowered. Vanguard's Vindication. Final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of health, small as 7 health, okay. You get that on like a rocket launcher with Coster Bomb, or like fucking Wordcliff Coil going to a thrall room. It's kind of just going to full health you. Anytime it makes sense due to the source activity, a weapon will have multiple origin traits if selectable. For example, Nightfall weapons can select between Nightfall Vanguard, Trials of Osiris is Trials and Crucible, Pursuit weapon can select between Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible traits, and can be acquired from any of these activities. New weapon foundries. So Banshee basically says there's some stuff. There's a fog, I can't pronounce that, 55 sniper rifle, new Shuros weapons manufactured for the Red War by the looks of them. Damn fine work. There's more of them for Zavala Drifter Shacks, maybe if you're lucky they'll let you play with them. A lot more where that came from. Okay, so hand cannons, pulse rifle, Omolon, Hake, Vist, you're gonna have a ball. In Season 16 we're replacing the old world loot pool with 12 weapons of style of Destiny 2 Year 1 Foundry weapon sets. These 3 weapons from the Suros, Omolon, Hake, Vist, plus 1 Foundry weapon for each Vanguard, Gambit, and Crucible. Now this is looking sick. You got an SMG type thing, I think. It says a trace rifle, shotgun, hand cannon, sniper, I think all are SMG. Or scout. Looking sick. For each weapon, a foundry origin trait that matches a foundry's personality. Suros synergy. Reloading grants this weapon bonus handling and reduces oncoming flinch for a short time. Plus 40 handling, 20% flinch resistance for 6 seconds after reloading. I like this because I hate getting fucking flinched every time I pick a corner. Hake breach armament. This weapon does increased damage against vehicles, turrets, barricades, and stasis crystals. Turrets include stasis turrets, plus 15% to vehicle, plus 30% destruction to turrets. Stasis crystals. Isn't this like just like a direct counter against that new Horfire chestplate thing for the Titan? I don't know what the second word is, but like, yeah. Omo on Fluid Dynamics. This weapon has increased reload speed and stability for the top half of the magazine. Stability max 20 plus, reload max 30 plus, reduces the magazine gets lower. V Stinger. Chance on damage to partially refill weapons magazine. Okay, so we got hand cannon, auto shotgun, I think. In addition to the foundry trait, each weapon's perk pools lead into the foundry's identity. Big damage for Hake, consistency for Suros, ability times and weird stuff for Omolon, never stop firing for Beast. Foundry weapons that drop from a source outside the wall load pool can switch between the foundry trait and the source's trait. This doesn't imply that foundry weapons can be common outside the wall load pool. For example, a roll on the new Gambit Hake high impact auto rifle, Herald C. Might look like this, corkscrew rifle and foregun. So it's basically just you can switch between breach armament and some other stuff. Invader tracker. We know we haven't brought back all your favourite foundry types yet, but don't worry, you can expect to see weapons with foundries receive new additions each season following Witch Queen, which is good. Which is good. Okay, so every single weapon this Forsaken is going to have exotic. Masterwork is no longer mandatory. Armor mods for legendary weapons are free to insert. They're free and instant to insert. We want to have many pain points, special weapons, and crucible, so it's like less stuff you get picked up. So it's like a quick swap glitch got patched as well. Okay, so moving downwards. Just like fusion rifle is getting some changes. The high impact is going getting more damage and damage bonus. We're just brightening and concussion grenades by 25% for breach grenade launchers. Rocket launchers is getting some adjustments. Sniper rifles get some adjustments as well. Cone angle reduced. Pulse rifles take slightly too long to kill, so they're buffing the damage by 10%. If you want exotic pulse rifles to feel better at this, oh boy, I keep reading. Okay, so exotic weapons and trace rifles aren't specifically stronger than legendaries for them to all be worth running into hard PvE content. Note that this change applies to all exotics that use primary ammo and include most secondary effects. Increased damage versus minors in PvE by 40%. The Genshin Impact players are absolutely up in arms about that one. They're very happy. I almost said fucking Chaperone is a term PvP, particularly with the nerf to pellet shotguns and the reduced frequency of melee abilities. Oh fuck, I dropped my phone. And it outperforms some weapons that ought to be good counters to it. There ought to be good counters to it. Reduced passive range buff to 0.5, which is quite a big buff, debuff. Reduced passive range buff from 1.25 to 0.5, and on back wings buff no longer clears on reload for duality. Taraba getting stronger. Reduced perk progress by half instead of clearing it on weapon still, which is good. Increased ravenous beast duration for damaging a player slightly, which is good. Ruinous Effigy increased damage by 66% and 30% against players. Lumina is getting buffed, so its base range starts going up, the base stability is going up. Thorn's already strong, but yeah. So Aegir Scepter keeps empowering mod go. Rebuilt the perk used to modify supercharge rate, now freezes a super recharge and deducts super directly, fixing several issues with activities that charge super rate and allows for recharge based on intellect stat. Super should now drain more slowly when empowered. DMT, the hipfire catalyst is down from 150 to 130 RPM. Lawrence Driver and Arbalist get more flinch, and you pick up more ammo when you get a front rammer ammo brick in PvP. Hand cannons, Dire Promise, Waken Vigil, Jack Queen King, Spare Rations all getting buffs and some debuffs because all the aim assist is going down in them, but like range stability is going up. Fellwinter is getting 15% spread angle because it's too consistent. Achilles SMG is getting a bunch of debuffs. We want players to be able to choose hipfire more easily, so we're adjusting the hipfire grip to support this. Okay, So it increases the damage fall off and distances with 20%, except for a shotgun, sniper, rifle, and auto rifle. Adagio, increased duration from 5 to 7, increased damage bonus, except on bows and fusion, from 25 to 30. 10% range buff, added a timer to the buff text, to make it easier when it's going to expire. Dual loader's okay on paper, but it's pretty painful, so it reduces reload stat penalty from 50 to 35. Danger Zone felt pretty risky to use in a lot of cases. Reduced self-damage scale for grenade launchers comparing with our scale, and just ends up reducing self-damage from 1.25 to 0.75. Tap the triggers, meta breaking for fictional fusion rifle. When stats without elements of this role, it makes fusion rifles much too stable, so much that we stopped putting on fusion rifles. And when Squid Face sold it a few times with this change, we believe it's still quite a strong perk without being overpowered. So it won't be likely. It'll likely be on fusion rifles. We did try reducing stability from 40 to 20, but the playtest wasn't perceptible. On fusion rifles only, reduced stability bonus from 40 to 10, reduced max recoil, and change max recoil angle from 0.5 to 0.85, and change error angle scale from 0.9 to 0.975. Unchanged on our weapons. Head Seeker didn't work as intended. It's getting buffed. The duration from 0.17 to 0.3. Eager Edged. Reduced lunge distance benefit, airborne with 25%. They're just stopping us from having fun at this point. Now cast maximum player airborne velocity to a fairly high value while active. Occasionally will shelf perks because we're working on the future, too strong or too weak, which means we'd rather put them on weapons. Anyway, these perks are shelved. Bottomless Grief and Solarity, Underdog, Shield and Soaring, and Air Assault. Okay, so near future, season 17. PvP focused, weapon changes including new ways for players to build flinch resistance, balance tuning for primary weapons, for pulse rifles, special weapon tuning for the snipers. No PvP special ammo economy change, fucking hell. Adjusting how zoom out wires with low and high effective performance of a subset of weapons, i.e. the scope column shouldn't be the most important thing on a weapon, that could take various forms. Okay, we've also adjusted several much requested exotics with legendary perks. Cheers to Proctor and the team that's a massive info dump. We have rounded up patch notes on February 22nd when it goes live. So there's a new Lunar New Year stuff in the Eververse shop. So it's like there'll be a 14-hour downtime until the start of Witch Queen, so just watch yourself out for that one. Shattered Realm is on a daily rotation. Things are getting vaulted once again. Ignis Hammer, Solace Scar, Swarm, Shadow Price, Uzume, Hung Jury, Multimach, Time War Inspire, Guiding Sight, Steady Hand are all getting moved out of ritual pools. Players should know how to claim it. So claim any reward from Shaq, Zavala, Drifter, Saint, because they'll be removed at the end of the season. And I believe that should be it. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.